What's up, everybody? My name's Chance, and today we're gonna be playing a Pauper Persistent Petitioners. I'm sorry, that's a whole mouthful. Nonetheless, the deck tech or the deck breakdown is gonna be very short today. As you can see, it's comprised of very few cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only 7 distinct cards in this deck, so very small amount that you actually need, and they're all commons, of course, to fit into the Pauper play style. So yeah, we're gonna hop right into the deck tech. We have 4 Justiciar's portals. Now this is to help prevent your persistent petitioners from getting taken out too easily. Summary Judgment for some removal. Quench for some counter play in there. Obviously your opponent's sometimes going to be throwing down spells that could seriously mess up your janking, so you're going to want to quench them out. 3 Shimmer of Possibilities is to either dive down into your deck for Justiciar's Portal if you think they're going to be trying to remove your persistent petitioners or another persistent petitioner or some form of removal or some counter spells. Really, it's just for diving down, deeper into your deck. For 2 mana, it's really not that bad. Moving on, we have 2 Thought Collapse. Now this does help us a little bit with the milling and getting our opponents just that much closer to a persistent petitioner mill win. Also, it allows us to counter spells regardless. Quench, they have to pay 2, so obviously a little bit later in the game they're going to be able to pay that 2 probably pretty easily, so having 2 Thought Collapse can help you round out towards the mid range of the game. Now obviously you only have to tap your persistent petitioners usually like 4 times and then you're good, so it's really not too difficult to get it out. Moving on, we have 4 Lawmage's Binding for a little bit more cheap removal, and then we just have our lands, of course. So Guildgates are okay. Let me say this: Guildgates in the Ravnica Allegiance pack are commons. Guildgates in the Guilds of Ravnica pack are uncommon. So if you're going to be playing color combinations that were from Guilds of Ravnica, then you're going to have to go back and use the lands that came out before it, the ones that were common but weren't Guildgates. But nonetheless, we're going to hop right here into our games. Now you can see I've already picked up 2 victories with this deck. I just wanted to make sure that it would actually flush out and play well. So nonetheless, we're just going to hop on in here. Probably just play 3 games today and keep it short, simple, and sweet. So, and I probably won't do any cutting in between, the first game and all of this, because I managed to talk mostly through it anyways. Nonetheless, our first game is going to be up against Lucas Blem. Decent starter hand. Fanatical Firebrand. I have been seeing a lot of mono reds in this game mode, which is, yeah, it's unfortunate that it's still polluting what's supposed to be a fun game mode, but people are always just gonna be focused on the win and not the fun when it comes to events like this. So like I said, that's perfectly fine. Go ahead and get down 1 persistent petitioner and probably another one next turn. Now he can sack his Firebrand and shock our persistent petitioner. I believe lightning strikes are common as well, which is actually kind of crazy, right? Tell you what, let's go ahead and kill the pyromancer. If he's gonna shock out our persistent petitioner, then I'd rather him do it now. Yeah. Alright, so there's another one. Next turn we'll be able to play our persistent petitioner and have some mana up for some quench, which I think we will save our mana for quench. That's a little bit difficult. I mean, I guess we get rid of Shimmer, right? Because all it's allowing us to do is dive down deeper into our deck, and actually removing that land off the top was pretty good. Unfortunately, the Guildgate we're not going to be able to play this turn. We'll just have to kick it back to his turn. No reason to attack here. He'll just block with his Spear Spewer, of course. Now, unfortunately, it's going to be really difficult to quench a shock if he decides to sack his Firebrand to hit one of our petitioners and then just shock him right off the bat, which is what he's going to end up doing. Yeah, here comes the shock. No reason to quench it there. Yeah. But we can go ahead and kill his Spear. Now, unfortunately, we only have one petitioner out. We'll tap him on his turn just in case he draws into a Fanatical Firebrand or something like that. Something where he can play it at haste speed. Yeah, no. I don't think so. Alright, that's going to be the end of his turn. So we can go ahead and tap our petitioner, get him to discard 1, which isn't much. Isn't much at all. Now I'm really thinking we should have kept that Shimmer of Possibility. Oh well. We'll keep on keeping on. Fungal infection. Okay. Then what? Shock? Milling him 1 every turn, oh man, is not preferable for sure. We're just going to keep the land in hand. We have plenty of lands as is. At least this way our petitioner is safe. Sovereign's Bite. That's super unfortunate. He is doing a really good job of milling us out. Or not milling us out, of damaging us out. And us only milling him 1 each turn is really, really bad. And we're not drawing another one, which is crazy, right? We have 16 in the deck. The fact that we've only seen 3 is a little unbecoming of the deck. Alrighty. Another one! There we go. Hip hip hooray. So I can go ahead and tap him on our turn now. Because we'll have a defender now no matter what. And our opponent still has 40 cards in his deck, so... And another one. Wonderful. That actually is good. We just need 1 more now to make our little wombo combo work. Until then, we'll just keep milling him out 1. And I keep getting these notifications from, I was really hoping that would be our 4th copy there. Keep getting these notifications from Apex Legends because I recently got that game. You know, if I'd have known that was going to be a land, I probably just would have let him have it. He's still got 34 cards in his deck. Here comes the Firebrand. Oh, there it is. Wonderful. Alright, so we'll just wait for his turn. See if he can remove them or not. There's no real need to mill them immediately. You'd rather keep your petitioners up as blockers, especially in a situation like this where you only have 10. Okay, so he's gonna direct hit me with his Firebrand. So he's trying to just close out the game. Skewer the critics. Okay. So now we'll go ahead and tap all 4. And he'll still get in a hit with his Sporling, but that'll have to be okay. Maybe we'll draw another Persistent Petitioner and then this game can be over in 2 turns. One way or another, I feel like it's so clutch. One way or the other, I feel like it definitely will be over soon. Now again, there's no reason to mill him on our turn this time. Next turn be a little bit different. Burglar Rat. Oh, he got rid of my land. Fortunately, if he doesn't have any... Oh yeah, we win. Because we'll tap 4 here, he'll go down to 8 cards. On our turn, we'll tap 4 more because they'll untap, and then when it kicks back to his turn, we win. So that's going to be a GG. Alrighty, game 1 being picked up. well, pretty much how all the other games are going to end up getting picked up. So this deck is up to 3-0 now, just in case you guys are wondering about how good or bad it is. Yeah, pretty good. So we're going to hop right into our next game here. Alrighty, I don't even have to edit this one either. Wonderful. I may not have to edit any of them. Mishra's Sweatshop. That sounds a little bit... Oh, I want to keep it. I really do, just because we have 3 Persistent Petitioners. But the fact that we drew 0 islands makes it to where I can't. I just can't. That's okay. Don't want to Quench. I'd rather have more land, more Petitioners. Quench is not really what I'm looking for here. It's okay if you like draw into it, right? It's okay to have it, but it's not what you're looking for. You're looking to end them quickly. Obviously, as soon as you play a Petitioner, they're pretty much going to know your game plan from then on out, so you just got to try and wrap it up quick. On this next turn, we'll play the Guildgate and Petitioners. And you want to try and play your tap lands on your odd number, right? Because most of our spells cost 2. So playing it on an odd number means you wouldn't have been able to really use it anyways. I guess we'll actually attack. There's no reason not to, right? He's not playing any white mana, and white mana is generally the only con that deals with things being tapped out, so I don't love it, but we are just going to Lawmage's Binding here. We're still looking for more Petitioners. Now, I could have Shimmer of Possibility there and just taken the damage, but I think I would have rather just Lawmage's Binding the Darkblade Agent. He has another one. That's okay. Another land means we can go ahead and play Shimmer, and then we'll keep Summary up for his turn. Ooh, yeah, that's what we needed. Another Petitioner. Wonderful. Alright, so we'll just pass. And then when he goes to attack with the Darkblade Agent, which he may or may not, if he has any Surveil tricks up his sleeve, he should. As the Darkblade Agent will get Death Touch. So yeah, next turn we can Persistent Petitioners and Shimmer of Possibility if we don't draw into another Petitioner. If we do, that would be absolutely wonderful. It's better to get them out early, you know, before they can really start to afford too much removal. Of course, he's already at 5 mana, so most things of removal are in the common range, at least, are in the 5 to 6 mana. Thankfully, Blue and White has some really good removal that's really cheap as well. So, Notion Rain, yeah. So, told you he'd probably have a Surveil trick up his sleeve for the Darkblade Agent. Luckily for us, his surveilling, you know, if he throws things into the graveyard, we will get benefits from that. Or at least it'll hurry the process along a little bit more. Alright, so he should attack. He has Death Touch, like I said. And we'll Summary Judgment and just get his Darkblade Agent out of here. And we're up to 3 Petitioners, so we just need one more. Like I said, we could either draw into it, or we can Shimmer of Possibility and try and find it, so. Vicious Offering. Oh, he sacked his creature. Nice. That is actually a really good, cheap removal for them. Okay, so we got another Petitioner. I will go ahead and play it here. And, yeah, why not attack? I highly doubt we're going to win this game by tapping him in the face with a bunch of 1-power creatures, but, you know, it could happen. So you might as well take your pop shots when you can. We need one more Petitioner and we can start milling him, you know, for a substantial amount. Girlfriend's looking like a dinosaur nun over here. Alrighty, decisions, opponent. Come on. It's unfortunate. Let's go ahead and play out Shimmer. Lawmages. Well, we'll have some removal at least. Who wants to bet? Is the Whisper Agent, is the one that comes down at flash, does it come in at instant speed? I'm not sure. We're not gonna attack. I don't trust him. He didn't play anything. He still has all his mana up. I don't trust it. He has something up his sleeve. Maybe. Maybe he has something up his sleeve. Vicious Offering. There it is. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and tap. Tap out our petitioners and get them to mill at least 3 cards. Sure, why not? Oh, by the way, the Whisper Agent is in there, so taking extra precaution to make sure he didn't just play it and kill one of our petitioners was the smart move, I think. His Vicious Offerings are getting really fucking annoying, but thankfully, yeah, there's a Whisper Agent. I told you. I knew. Now, he will ring in for 3 damage this turn, but that's perfectly fine. He's down to 40 cards, which means, what, 3 taps of Persistent Petitioners, and we should have the game. If we can make it that long. Another Persistent Petitioners is good. Actually, it's pretty excellent. And we'll wait for his turn to use Lawmages. It's down to 39 cards. Alright, pass to attackers. Lawmages on... Let's go on Whisper Agent. Him drawing out more cards isn't necessarily a bad thing for us, right? Don't tell me he has another, okay, TBS cover. That's surprising, actually. So then we should have played it on our turn. Well, fortunately we can block the Darkblade Agent, right? Because he doesn't have any way to surveil for 1 mana at instant speed, I don't believe. Fungal Infection, I didn't even think about it. Okay, so we might end up losing this one. This guy's Dimir deck is actually pretty... Oh, and if I hadn't done it then I could have had all Persistent Petitioners. No, it feels so bad, man. We should have just taken the 2 damage, whatever. Watcher in the Mist. Okay, so he's rounding that timer up rather quickly. He'll be able to swing in with both his Whisper Agent and Darkblade, so we're going to go down to 9 on this turn. Alright, and he's down to 38, so that's what? Still 3 taps. Oh no, the worst thing, we could have drawn a land. Probably shouldn't have played it out, because now he knows we don't have shit. Like I said, we may end up losing this one. He was too good at removing our petitioners. He removed 3 of them. About to be 4 of them if I had to guess about it. Yeah. Alright, so we'll go ahead and throw out the GG, and game 2 is going to be our first loss, actually. Which you guys know most of the time I'll get to 3-0 or 4-0, and then I'll lose twice in a row, so don't be surprised if that's what happens with this deck. I'm going to try and get us up to 4-1 though, so we will hop into a game 3 here. Rather swiftly too, if I do have to add. Malice Malefic. Nice name. We're a bit heavy on our mana right now. That's another thing. I thought about cutting our lands to like 22, right? Maybe even 20, because what's our highest card? It's 3, right? And then just increasing the amount of petitioners through the roof. Now, I feel like that could work pretty well as well. Okay, so we're probably up against a mono white Flyers deck, mono white Weenie, if I had to guess about it. Those are pretty popular in Pauper. Not to be using so many P's, but you know, it is what it is. They're very popular in the Pauper. Alright, so we already do have 2 Persistent Petitioners and 2 forms of removal, so that's good. And it looks like they're going Boros, actually, not mono white. Pegasus Corso, so they're still going flyers. That's alright. Get down another Petitioner. Probably go ahead and mill him 1. I know it's not a whole lot, but you know, it may come down to make all the difference in the world. So next turn we'll probably Summary Judgment and Shimmer of Possibility if we don't draw into anything. Boggart Brute. I really didn't see that card coming, but I guess it's okay for 3 mana, right? 3/2 with Menace. It's gonna make it really rather difficult. Another copy of Summary Judgment. Okay, so we kill Pegasus Courser and we kill Boggart Brute, I think. Or we could Shimmer and kill Pegasus Courser. But then Boggart Brute's gonna attack us. So do we kill the Brute? And then we can still Shimmer? We're definitely gonna kill that one. Now, do I play more defensively or more offensively? I think with the 3 damage we have to play defensively here. We have to wait. It is kind of risky, like I said, especially since he's getting down these cheap ass flyers every turn that just keep ringing us for 1. I think it's the best play. Because otherwise we're going to be taking a fuck ton of damage this turn. We're already going to be taking a fuck ton of damage, but, you know. And next turn we can Shimmer and Lawmages if we still don't draw into anything, so. Let's go ahead and kill the Boggart Brute. And we'll go down to 12. So we're on like a 3-turn timer, which is not fun. So let's go ahead and Shimmer. Let's go ahead and Shimmer all the way. We'll take another Persistent Petitioners. I'm not going to throw them down because we can afford to throw them down on another turn instead. I mean, it doesn't really matter who we take here, so we'll Lawmage's Binding one of them and skip our turn. We're gonna have to draw into 2 Petitioner, or draw into 1 Petitioner on this next turn in order to start tapping them. We got what, a 4-turn limit max, unless they're doing things like that, and then that's just gonna put us on a 1-turn limit. Alrighty, so game 3 is looking like it's gonna be a loss as well. Actually, it is for sure. We don't have any way around that, so that's super unfortunate. We'll go ahead and concede. Now, unfortunately, this is gonna be a rather short video today, but I'll go ahead and go back to the deck and tell you guys what I would change about it to make it a little bit better, make it play a little bit more leaner. First, we're gonna claim our prize here in Bolas's Clutches. I mean, it's something. Another copy of Zetalpa, sure. Who doesn't love Zetalpa? Alrighty, so as I was saying, since our highest cost is 3 and we only have 6 3-cost cards, I think it's fairly easy to say we could go ahead and minus was that 22 lands? We could probably go down to 21 and go up to 19 Persistent Petitioners. I feel like that definitely help your deck a little bit more. Or if you wanted to, you know, throw in some more removal or more ways to deal with enemies' creatures. I'm sorry, not enemies' opponents. Enemies' creatures. I would certainly focus on removing flyers. Some way to get them down at common cost. I just can't really think of any. I know there's some cards that came out with Ravnica Allegiance that dealt with flyers, but I don't think I see them anywhere, so maybe they were a little bit higher than commons. Nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoyed this this janky Pauper build that I've managed to come up with. You guys should have known as soon as Pauper came out. This is pretty much what I'd be doing. Let me go ahead and hit done, so that way whenever I upload the deck list, you guys can get the updated version. So yeah, if you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like down below and a comment in the comment section on any suggestions on how I can improve this deck, future decks, past decks. You guys know the spill. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more. As always, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.